I will
Excuse
get to
me.
that later. Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. So tonight we're going to be playing Forza Horizon 5. Tonight we got some updates. Didn't really know what I had planned to basically stream for you guys, but I figured why not go ahead and do another Forza Horizon 5 video. Couple things before we get started, guys. Because it's just going to be a hangout stream tonight. I'm not really going to have anybody in the stream or anything. So I actually got some good news, but then I also got some bad news. The good news is that my background check went through. So shortly after I get back from my trip, I will be taking a few days off from YouTube and starting my new job. So that finally went through. It got put on hold twice, but then it got accepted.
Good to hear.
The bad news is that I blew my knee out.
And how the hell did you do that?
So I have torn ligaments in my knee, and they're not, like, they're torn. I can't sit there, open up my leg, and, like, sew that thing back together like I want to. That's just just how it is, unfortunately. But I didn't clean my bedroom the way I should have, because it would have been easily preventable. Just go, just get out of there for right now, because I don't want to get a copyright claim. Anyways, I tripped over something in my bedroom, and I basically grinded my knee bone, like the bone that is your leg. That's why I grinded on.
Like the actual bone.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch. God damn.
And normally I have problems with my right leg, because that's how I got injured, was I ripped the ligaments in my right knee. Only this time it happened on my left knee.
Oof.
So there's that.
Damn.
But I'm just gonna go ahead and find some races. Yeah. Excuse me.
English?
Yeah. So we got a wheel spin, which I went ahead and took care of. So, we got some money back in our game. Another thing is, too, guys, I grinded a lot on Mons Bonzu. So when we do that video, it's either going to be a video or a stream. I'm not entirely sure. But when we get back into that game, I'll show you guys and tell you guys all about that stuff. Super, you are more than welcome to talk about your news.
Well, for those of you who were in the stream last night, if you guys remember, me and Boost were talking about Wi-Fi, right? We were talking about how I was having Wi-Fi problems and everything, etc., etc. Well, I spoke to a Wi-Fi company today, an internet provider, I should say, excuse me, and I actually ended up going with Optimum.
Oh, I never heard of that company.
Optimum Online. Well, Optimum is normally like a cable company. It's not, but it has internet though. It has like it has a plan that you can just get internet.
Huh.
Now, originally Boost had told me last night, not told me, but he recommended Xfinity to me. Well, unfortunately, by the way, folks, for those of you who plan to go with Xfinity, at least around here in New Jersey, stay away from it. And I know, Boost, I know you have it.
No, I have Cox. My relative has Xfinity, that's why I recommended it. Because they have fast speed Wi-Fi.
Well, let's just say Xfinity gave me a friggin' hard time.
Oh, Lord.
I literally called them up today, and they friggin' sat there. Oh, well, we don't have service around your area, so you gotta wait 7 to 10 business days. Right? So, obviously, me being the fact that I want to get the Wi-Fi right away as fast as I possibly can,
Right.
I thought to myself, well, I'm not going to wait freaking 7 to 10 business days. There's just no way it's going to happen. So, I said to myself, I said, alright, I said, I'll call, maybe I should call Optimum. So, I called Optimum up and everything, and I said, hey, you know, I need internet service. You know, I don't need cable, I don't need, you know, all that stuff. I just need internet service. And the lady, I won't say her name, obviously, because, you know, that's private. You know, but she told me, it was a chick. And she basically told me and everything, she goes, okay. She goes, you need internet, that's it. I said, yeah, that's it. And she goes, okay, yeah, we have a plan for that. We can do that. And of course, you know, she asked my address and everything, what's the address, and obviously I'm not going to say the address on the stream. You know, but I gave her the address and everything of where I live and everything. And she goes, yeah, she goes, we definitely provide service there. No problem. Like it was like a split answer, you know, like she just said it right away, like she knew what she was talking about, and there was absolutely no problem.
Huh.
Right? And she goes like this, she goes, okay. She goes, well, I gotta create a new ticket for you because you know, you're a new customer, right? I said, yes. I said, I'm a new customer and everything. I said, I never had cable before or anything. I never had, you know, anything like this. She goes, okay. She goes, well, I'll set up an appointment for you for a specialist to come out. The specialist is actually supposed to come out Thursday, between 11 and 2 p.m. my time. Excuse me, between 11 a.m. my time, between 11 a.m. my time to 2 p.m. my time.
Huh.
Somewhere in that window frame. And what he's gonna do is, he's gonna come out, he's gonna take a look and see what needs to be done. You know, if there has to be any drilling or anything. She said most of the time, if you're just getting internet, like a modem, you don't even have to worry about drilling whatsoever.
It also depends on the house, because... Sorry to cut you off, Super. My old house, that house is built in 1915 or somewhere around in there. House is really old. And when we had internet installed there, it literally took the guy a full 8-hour shift. Like, he was there from, I think it was like 8 in the morning till like almost 6 o'clock at night.
Was he able to bypass the drilling, or?
He had to sit there, because my old house, it never had a internet jack in it. So it depends on the house.
And this one here that I live at now has never had an internet thing in it either.
Oh yeah, so see, they're gonna have to, well, I don't know. They might have to install one, or...
Yeah, the lady said what they can also do is, if he has to, he'll probably end up like stapling like something to the floor. I guess something like that. I you know, something along those lines. Cause
probably be the Wi-Fi transceiver.
Yeah.
Like a receiver of some kind.
Yeah. And she said once it's installed, I would be able to download 300 megabytes per second.
That's pretty good Wi-Fi, to be honest.
Yeah. And not only that boost, and ladies and gentlemen, but I will be able to get free Wi-Fi for the rest of the month. Now I have to pay for the first one. $39.99.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Which is not terrible. And once I qualify for the ACP, which is the federal government thing and stuff and everything in terms of like federal like programs or whatever.
Right.
So they have a thing there that's if you have Social Security, or supplemental security income, excuse me, they call it SSI. If you have food stamps, if you have Medicaid, which I have all three of those, you can qualify for up to $30. So,
Hey, there you go.
what happens is, so if I qualify for that, once the thing is installed, it's, you know, you literally, what do you call it? Excuse me. Sorry. So you literally, you pay for the first month, and then the rest of the month you get free. Now, also, there's another good thing about it, right? That the lady told me on the phone. She said I will also be receiving a Visa gift card worth $100 that I can spend on anything that I want. So if this all works according to plan, ladies and gentlemen, I might be able to go live again sooner than you guys think. Now, like I said, it all depends on what happens. I haven't, you know, I literally just started the process today, so I gotta wait and see what, you know, what goes on.
You know, that, what do you call it? That also, like I remember how I said earlier in the stream, well, probably haven't been live maybe more than like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but, so, I get like a bazillion emails in terms of just either junk mail or notifications that go off, but I ended up, I want to read surreal. I ended up having to do my background check twice. Because I got the first email and it said, that my application got put on hold. And I was like, oh, okay. So I resubmitted it. I resubmitted it. I got put on hold again, and I was just like, okay, that's weird. So I ended up doing, what do you call it? I ended up putting the application through and stuff like that. Well, then I get a second email after I wake up again, because I was up extremely late last night.
Right.
And it said I got approved. So I was like, oh, cool.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So, you know, we'll see how things go in terms of everything.
Now once you like it's better and everything.
Well, I'm gonna go on this trip, and then I'll probably start after my trip. But it's nice because I get to get out, I ride my bike. That's how I do these deliveries, because they have the normal car, the bicycle, and then the walk thing.
But you're doing the bicycle run, so.
Yep. But, you know, we'll see how it goes, but then I went onto the app, looked at my profile, got a semi-decent picture, even though I don't remember taking the photo. And then it says, what are your favorite foods? So I put fish and then shrimp. But then it asked me, what do you like about doing deliveries? And I'm like, well, considering the fact that I haven't done it in so long, we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
But, I mean, you know, hopefully the way that I want it to work is, you know, hopefully I can wake up at a decent time, because that's my, oh boy, that's my problem now, is trying to wake up at a decent time. But,
yeah.
you know, get out of the house, go knock out a couple orders.
What you need to do, basically.
Yeah. But we'll see how that goes. I mean,
Well,
I've done the restaurant business, and I'm kind of staying clear from restaurant, to be honest, because when I worked at Cheesecake, I practically burnt my hands.
and busted your ass 24 fucking 7.
Oh no, it was the first day, and I already wanted to clock out, but I was like, I need to do this. I need to do this.
Yeah, because well, the thing is, like your stomach is telling you, okay, go ahead and quit, but your head is telling you, no, you need the money, buddy. Stay in.
Well, it was my back too, and that's the other thing that I kind of like about doing, like even though I haven't done the Ubers yet, like the deliveries, what I like is that I'm able to work at my own pace, work at my own hours.
Exactly.
And I'm actually able to go out and go get something to eat. I mean, I worked at Cheesecake, and then I also did an AC unit job, but they would not, like, check up on me at all. I had one guy who was kind of nice. You know, I was kind of like the new guy. I was, trying to get my feet wet, as we could say. But
trying to fit in.
He checked on me. He goes, "Hey man, did you drink anything yet?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Alright, give me a few minutes, I'll be right back." So I give him a few minutes, comes back and brings me a cup of water. And that's just from the cheesecake. When I worked at the factory, I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I had nobody really sitting there and telling me, "Hey, it's your lunch hour. Hey, go get something to eat. You can actually take a break."
Yeah. It was always fucking work, period.
Well, it wasn't even just that. It was a simple fact of, like, I had a lunch break, but I would skip, like, when I was working at the factory. Oops.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, when I was working at the factory, I honestly just skipped my lunches because I figured I don't deserve a lunch. Well, because I didn't want to make anybody else mad, and I made my manager mad because he's like, "You're over your 2-minute break. Or you're over your break by 2 minutes." So I'm like, "I'm sorry."
It's like, well, gee, if somebody would sit there and speak to me and everything and tell me when my breaks are, maybe I'd be able to take my breaks appropriately.
Yep.
And that's the thing, like, I don't get about restaurants. Like, they sit there and they fucking act like they're doing you a favor. It's like, oh, I'm giving you a break. I'm actually giving you something to, I'm actually, giving you a break. You should be happy. It's like, well, let me see. How can I be happy if, for one thing, you're not giving me a specific time of when my breaks are, and not only that, I can't even buy food here because you're not allowed to sell food to an employee and everything because of the fact that everything of a certain rule or whatever.
Well, and that's not the case with Cheesecake. I mean, the dude that hired me, he was the daytime manager, which was cool, because we got along common and we were cool about everything. And even when I turned in my uniform, like, the only thing I turned in the uniform was the t-shirts and the hat. And even then, there was a lady at the front, and she's like, "Well, I can take your uniform," and I'm like, "I respectfully would decline that. I want to see the guy that hired me." And then, he wished me on my merry way, and he wished me nothing but the best, and, I still give that guy respect. But it was the nighttime managers that were just not the nicest, because, I already have, stuff going on in my personal life. And they're all like, "Well, you can't leave until that kitchen's done." Yet nobody explained to me about the food, nobody explained to me about anything. So I'm just sitting there, my back hurts, and I'm just like, you know what? I'll be back in 5 minutes. But
and the thing about it is too, like, everybody's like, like, you have people rushing you 24/7, and it's like, hey, come on, let's go. And it's like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't move that fast. And it's like, and trust me, buddy, I know what you're going through on that. Like, honestly, like, I've had times where, well, as a matter of fact, I may have told you about this. That friend that I helped out and everything?
oh yeah,
sometimes he'll be like and everything, hey, come on, I need you to move faster. And I'm like, buddy, I'm sorry, I can't move that fast.
Right.
My legs are not as strong as yours. I got cerebral palsy, for crying out loud. I'm lucky to be walking at all. And he's like, oh, come on. I'm just like, buddy, look, if you want help from me, I'm going to help you at my pace. That's all there is to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even supposed to be on the site. It's a construction site, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? But yet I'm helping you out as a friend because you don't got no workers to work for you. And that's the thing. Like, if he has no workers, he calls me up and he says, hey, you know, like for instance, if it's like a Friday or something, or a Saturday or something like that, he'll sit there and call me up and be like, hey, you know, I'm sorry, you know, I hate to bother you and everything, but I don't got no workers to help me out today and everything. Would you mind coming to help me?
Right.
And of course, you know, I'm gonna sit there and say, hey, you know, say to myself and everything, hey, I could use the money. Okay, I'll help out. You know, like I'll sit down and be like, okay, are you gonna come get me? Yeah, I'll come get you. Okay, no problem. No, I'll be waiting outside.
Arrived at your destination.
You know.
Well, and that's the thing, Super, because like I'm doing the whole Uber Eats thing just until I can save up. That way I can start investing into my photography business that I've been trying to grow for 2 years now.
Right.
But, you know, even because it's going to be a sole proprietor just by myself until I can figure things out and things like that. But, you know, say I do go corporate, I'm not going to sit there and be a douche to my employees, like, regardless. I'm just like, no. That's how you lose business.
That's how you lose business, and that's how you lose employees. Like, if you're gonna sit there and be a boss, you know, just like your workers treat you with respect, you treat your workers with respect as well. You know, that's the thing. Like, if you're gonna sit there and be a douchebag to them, that's not how you do things.
Mm-mm.
You know, like, you can't sit there and just tell somebody, oh, hey, buddy, you gotta do this regardless. No, you gotta say, okay, are you having a problem here? Okay, that's fine, I'll work with you on it. You know, that's all there is to it. You gotta be able to work with your workers and everything, and that's something that I could see you definitely doing, Bruce. Like, you know, you're not gonna sit there and tell somebody, oh, you can't do that, well, sorry, then I guess you're fired. No, you're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell them, hey, what can you do?
I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it saying that I'm like the best at everything. Everybody's got a temper. I have it. It's just I communicate more with people on certain things.
Yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is you're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell the person, okay, do you need to talk to me about something? Talk to me about it.
Right.
You know, and you're gonna say, hey, okay, what is your strengths? What is your strengths and what is your weaknesses? And if they tell you these things, you're gonna be like, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll put you here, you work for X amount of hours, and then that's it, you're done. And you go home for the day. Simple as that. Simple as that. You know, you try to work with your workers the best you can. You know? And that's the way a boss should be. If you own even if you own a business, you're not going to sit there and yell at your workers 24/7, because you know what your workers are going to end up telling you? Hey, the hell with you, buddy, I'm leaving.
Well, and it's even worse when you try to run a restaurant, because there is no private doors, and if you have an altercation with somebody, your customers gonna end up hearing it, and they're gonna sit there and be like, the food's great, but I don't want to come back just because of this incident.
I don't want to sit here and deal with people fucking screaming. You know, like hey, the food is excellent and the service is excellent, but I'm hearing people arguing 24/7. I don't want to sit there and listen to that. And that's why 99% out of 100 times and everything, a restaurant gets shut down. because the employees and the bosses can't get along. Because the bosses don't sit there and work with their guys. Instead of that, they sit there and they drag them into the back and they're like, oh, I told you to put this here, I told you to put that there, I told you to put this over here, why is this here like this and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden you have a debacle and everything. And then here's the customers on the outside. What the fuck am I listening to here? Like, am I listening to all these problems? I'm like, why the fuck do I want to listen to all these problems? You know, and that's the thing, and you know, and that's the thing with a lot of businesses, and a lot of restaurants don't understand that, because they act like they, you know, since they're the boss, you could just sit there and just tell people, boom, 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 that's it. If I say something, you're gonna do it. End of story.
Well, and that's like, it doesn't even have to be about restaurants. It could be just about anything else.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. You know, any business, you know, whether it be gas station or whatever.
I mean,
like, first, I've always wanted to work. And I'm sorry, Bruce. I don't mean to cut you off.
You're all good.
Like, I've always wanted to work at a gas station. But what is my problem? My legs. You know, like, I know if I stand on my legs for a long time, I'm gonna have a problem.
Right.
Because my legs cramp up. And obviously, I don't want to be standing there pumping gas, and all of a sudden, boom, my leg gives out or something, and I end up falling over or something. God forbid. You know, so, obviously I know a gas station, you know, a gas attendant wouldn't be for me. Because I can't stand that long.
You know,
cashier?
And that's the other thing that amazes me. Sorry to cut you off, Super. That's the other thing that amazes me, that you got these different cities and different states, but yet you are the only one, as far as I know, that has the quote-unquote, oh, nice, I made almost my money back.
Oh, I know what you're gonna bring up. You're talking about like gas attendants, like pumping gas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see, okay, but see, the problem is, and let me just say this right now, the reason why New Jersey has people pumping gas is because New Jersey wants to give people jobs. That's the thing. And
that
what
makes sense. I never knew that.
No, and that's why I'm explaining it. That's the reason why, is because New Jersey wants to make more jobs. So rather than, you know, and there's been times where people have been like, hey, why don't we just pump our own gas? Right? That's what you're saying.
Right.
In which don't get me wrong, I agree with you. I agree with you on that. But the thing is, what people don't realize is, if they take away people, you know, gas attendants' jobs and everything, you know what's going to happen is millions upon millions of people are going to get fired.
That also makes sense.
Yeah, you have these attendants that have been working at a gas station for God knows how long, you know, and then all of a sudden they find out and everything, oh, sorry guys, well, New Jersey is becoming a self-serve gas station now, so we got to get rid of you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, what's going to happen to those people? They're going to get fired, and they're not going to get a paycheck no more. So, you know, I mean, that's... Now, granted, each state has their own, you know, has their own idea of doing said things. Or how they do things and everything in terms of gas. And I mean... Are you right to an extent? Yeah, no, I'm not saying you're not right. You are. Absolutely. You are absolutely right. But the thing is, it all comes down to people's jobs.
Right.
If you get rid of people's jobs, if you take away people's jobs, then they're going to be sitting at home going, well, you know, gee, Brian, or gee, Isabella, I can't provide for you tonight and everything because I don't have a job, because Daddy doesn't have a job no more. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, could those people look for other jobs? Yeah, probably. Yeah, they probably could. But they would have to start all over again.
Well, and to be honest, dude, that's why I don't understand nowadays, because I have a grocery store right up the street from me. You know, I go there all the time. That's where I get my... I call it...
Excuse me.
My pickup ice cream.
Yeah.
It's not really pickup ice cream. It's ice cream
Well, that's what
in like a... Yeah, it's, I forgot the name of it. But...
Like a...
Huh?
Like a car, like a little pick-me-up thing, it's like a little small like a small, circular thing.
Yeah, it's like a self-serving of ice cream. It's jalopy or something like that.
I have an idea of what you're talking about, yeah.
But, you know, if I go over there, I already know the cost of it. Now, what I don't really like very much is the fact that they have now swapped over to self-checkout. Which, in retrospect, self-checkout is fine if you're in a hurry. But, you know, I'm still like the young guy. At least I hope.
You want to be able to talk to. You want to be able to talk to a person and everything, you know, etc., etc.
Yeah, you know, it's still good to get that human interaction and everything. Now, granted, when I'm at the grocery store, I usually have headphones in, and I'm usually minding my own business unless somebody asks me something.
And they're running all the cars off the road and everything. But anyway, go ahead.
But, you know, like, I don't mind the fact that I'm like the young guy still. And
yeah, I understand.
I'm saying this as like, oh, I just missed a checkpoint.
The hell? What did you do? Rewind?
Yeah, you can rewind in Forza.
I've never seen that before. Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. I'm trying to gather up my words.
There you go.
But yeah, no, like I still like to have that
interaction with the store clerk.
Yeah. You know, do I think that yes, everything needs to be modern? Yes, to a certain extent. But you know, I think we're just going too modern, and I say that, hey, thank you whoever's in the stream, do appreciate it. Welcome to the three of you. I say this because, you know, next year I'm going to be 26, but a lot of the cars that I like are not going to be around anymore. Anybody that's new to the channel, and don't know, I like old muscle cars. Anything from like the early 60s, 70s, I'm okay with.
Right.
You know, and there's a couple of European cars I like too. But everything is going into electronic, and I don't like that.
Right. By the way, real quick before you continue, am I coming in like clear on my cutting out or anything?
No, you seem fine on my end.
Okay, like I'm not all staticky or whatever. Okay, I just want to make sure. Go ahead. I just want to make sure of that.
No, you're fine. But yeah, no, I don't like the fact that we have self-driving vehicles and that the fact of like everything is going to electric. Because I'm like, you burn the same amount of fuel as you do on another vehicle. Pretty much.
No matter how you look at it.
I mean, you can have cars run off of vegetable oil. Seriously, there's a dude. He used to. I don't know if you ever watched Shipping Wars.
No, I never heard of that.
The guy's name is Chris, but he's a dude. It's him and his wife, and he has a dog and a son. But they go around. Yeah, they go around and they ship people's belongings wherever it needs to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's on the A&E. It's an old show, but they still do it. One of the guys that I liked actually passed away from it. Well, passed away.
Oh, wow.
So that kind of like took a heart wrench because he was a guy that he was kind of old and he smoked a lot, but he was old, but he was wise and he knew everything.
Yeah.
But you know, like, anyways, going back to the Chris thing, one of his trucks, I think it's a
Damn.
Yeah, I think it's a late model Ranger Dodge. But that car, or that truck, excuse me, runs off of vegetable oil that's used.
Wait, you're talking like you're talking about like actual vegetable oil like you use for cooking.
Mm-hmm. They converted it to their truck to save on fuel. So instead of burning normal gasoline, it's burning used vegetable oil.
And it does nothing to the truck? Like it doesn't like make it knock or whatever? Okay.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know if he still has it, but I'm like, if we're that technologically advanced to where you can literally just sit there and use normal vegetable oil, you're doing a lot better for the environment, at least I think.
Now, that was a bad turn.
It's not the first time I rolled this thing. Though, sorry about that, folks. I heard something in the background.
Oh, that's the reason why you went off.
It's because I have a headphone out, because I don't know if I'm too loud or not.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, honestly, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I've never heard of something like that.
Neither have I. They showed it off on the show because they had to bring their new truck in because it threw a code, and then it only threw a code because of a vacuum leak. It wasn't because of the vegetable oil. And I'm like, if we're that technologically smart, why sit there and spend $80,000, $100,000, $250,000 building new cars when we can take everything from the past and just modify it and make it new?
I mean, I definitely agree with you on that. That's...
Think about it, Super, because everybody now, they're trying to get the new 2023 cars, but you can't. Why? Because of a chip shortage.
Well, not only that, but most of the freaking cars now, you know, 2023, are freaking... they're electric cars.
Yeah, which, you know, again, you know, you're burning the same thing, whether you like it or not. You're not really doing anything to benefit the Earth. You're hurting it more.
Well, actually, you know, the thing about it is too, not only that, but you're also hurting the gas station companies at the same time too. And now, I'm gonna say this, and you know, other people can disagree with me on this and everything.
Oh, this, but honestly, this basically turned into an open panel discussion.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, you know, like anybody can disagree with this. I mean, you know, no matter what they, you know, if they want to. I mean, that's why it's called open discussion. But the way I look at it and everything, you know, and I know a lot of people will be like, oh, why are you showing sympathy to the gas stations? They make a lot of money. Yeah, you're right, they do. But at the same time, it goes back to my point of people working. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you sit there and you know, you bring out all these electric cars, right? Like, every single state now wants to sit there and say, no, you gotta go over to electric. You gotta go over to electric. You can no longer have gas cars, we gotta go over to electric. Well, you know what that's gonna do? That's gonna sit there and everything, that's gonna make everybody freaking, well, for one thing, they're gonna have to buy electric cars. They're not gonna be able to go to a gas station no more and everything because gas stations are gonna become obsolete, basically. And in the meantime, those people that are working at said gas stations are going to lose their jobs because they can't sit there and pump gas no more.
We've already lost a gas station. When I was 16, I don't know if you remember those, like, motorized bikes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I had. I would keep the oil down at my place, because I didn't need very much oil in that thing. But I would always have to go to the gas station and go get fuel. There's there used to be 3 gas stations near my house. There's one up the street going towards Gamers, and then there's one going down the street from my house to his girlfriend's, but that's turned into like a car salesman lot.
Oh, car salesman lot, okay.
Yeah. But, you know, like, I understand it. Excuse me, guys. Ugh. I've been sleeping all day.
I was really
yeah. No, I completely understand about, like, everybody trying to find, like, the next solution and trying to find, like, the new and next best thing. But, like, realistically, we don't need electric cars because even people that have gas cars nowadays, they have to go take their car to the mechanic. Now, granted, I know how to fix cars, engine-wise, and body, but I was never taught on how to fix a car that's on electric. And some of these guys now that have went back to school to go learn on how to fix electric cars, they're even having problems now. Like, for instance, I watch YouTuber Spencer. He is one of the lawn care guys I watch. But he had a 2022 malfunction, or excuse me, not malfunction, but he pretty much had one of his trucks go down, took it to the mechanic, and the mechanic's like, we need this truck for like a week. Are you okay with that? And he goes, well, I mean, that's why I brought it to you guys. So he took it to the shop. It sat there for a week. They finally figured out what went wrong. And he already had to go out. You know those engine harnesses?
If I saw one, I probably know what it is, but...
Well, what an engine harness is it's all your electrical components. So all the wires and everything running to the battery, all the stuff that's in the car now, like the steering wheel, the gauges, clusters, stuff like that.
Okay, I get what you're saying now. Yeah, I get what you're saying now.
He basically had to go out and go buy a whole new engine harness because I guess there was water somehow built into the engine harness. And he goes, how on earth is there water inside my engine harness, or my electrical wiring harness, not engine harness, when it's a brand new truck and the only thing I put in the harness is dielectric grease, so that way there is no water. And they're like, I don't know, but it's in there. He got the truck back a week later and it's fixed. And I was like, well, that is unfortunate that you had to, you know, go out there and go do that.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
And see, like, the other thing is too, you know, when it comes down to it, you know, everybody's saying, oh, go electric, go electric, go electric.
You have arrived at your destination.
But yet, at the same time, you know, these companies don't realize people's electric bills are already sky high. You know, people's electric bills are already fucking sky high. You think about it now. If you go to electric and everything in your cars, that means you gotta plug that into a socket, right? You gotta plug that into an outlet and charge your car overnight. That means your electric bill is going whoop, all the way up.
Well,
It's going
you
up
have to
higher.
pay the installment fee because it's not just like a normal plug in and play. But, you know, it's still the same thing. And let's just say you don't have solar panels. Then you're really out of luck.
Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make, though. The fact of the matter is, I mean, your bills is going to go sky high. And that's something that these companies don't freaking understand. Like, it's, you know, they're sitting there telling everybody, oh, go electric, go electric, go electric, go electric. Buddy, if I go electric, that means my electric bill is going higher. I can barely afford to pay the electric bill that I have now. Much less having to pay extra to hook my fucking car up to the damn thing to, you know, to charge my car overnight. I mean, that alone right there is going to be over $400 a month. God forbid if you own a big mansion.
Well,
I mean,
and that right there, you know, they don't, and that's the problem now in today's day and age. Everybody is just trying to find a fix for everything. You're not really finding the fix. You're putting a band-aid over a bigger band-aid over a bigger band-aid.
Basically, you're adding to the fucking problems. That's what you're doing.
Pretty much.
And, you know, the thing is also and everything, like, you know, then of course you got the problem with the gas problem, too. I mean, you know, am I saying that gas stations are not to blame also? Yes, they are. Because gas prices are going back up now. I just saw today the new national average for gas is now $3.79 now. Up from 3.72.
Well, I can say one thing about gas prices. Everybody is skyrocketing it just to try to make a profit.
I know that. Oh, I know that. But and here's the fucked up thing about it. Excuse me. Oil prices right now. The national average for oil price. You know what? Actually, I can look that up right now on my phone here.
It's been a minute since I've driven this car.
Why just think about it when I can just look it up right on my phone here? So, here, okay. Here's crude oil prices today. As soon as it loads up. Okay, so, the fuck, you get this damn thing out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way. Get the fuck out of the way, you stupid dumb thing. Get the fuck out of the way. You fucking dumb phone. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Anyway, so here's WTI crude oil. Right now, that's down to $83 a barrel. Brent crude oil is $88 a barrel. Natural gas, $6 whatever that things, you know. Merban crude oil is down to $89 a barrel. So, you know, those oil prices are down. Like, they are absolutely down. And yet, the freaking gas prices, the new national average, is now $3.79 $3.79 a gallon. Up from a week ago from $3.72 a gallon. So what gets me is that the freaking oil prices are down, but yet the freaking gas is going back up again. That makes no sense to me whatsoever. But there again, Boost, it's like you said, they all want to make that profit. All these gas stations are freaking, you know, they're basically ripping off all the consumers that are out there and everything who pay for their hard-earned cash, or excuse me, make their hard-earned cash, I should say, and, you know, are having trouble paying their bills already, and yet the new national average is $3.79 a gallon. Now, the fucked up thing about it is, diesel is going down. A week ago, it was $4.89. It's now down to $4.87 a gallon. So why the fuck is diesel going down, but yet the gas prices are going up?
Well, diesel's going down because diesel is a much higher viscosity, and yeah, depending on your vehicle, now diesel is normally found in semi-trucks, but diesel burns at a much slower rate, so it's more lasting than it is with normal gasoline.
Right. But that, like I say, I don't understand, like, honestly, like how the oil prices can be so fucking low, but yet the gas prices are high. And it honestly, Bruce, it's like you said, it's because the gas companies want to make that extra buck off the working person. The thing is and everything, they want to sit there, they want to make those profits, and as long as they're making those profits, oh yeah, we're happy. Well, guess what? The consumers that are sitting there paying your dumbasses and everything to pay for your fucking high prices are not happy. Why is that? Because we already paying freaking high prices already on terms of other things. Like the electric bill. The gas bill, meaning like gas bill in your home. Water bill. Water bills are sky high. Interest rates are going up.
Well,
and
it
yet,
depends on your water.
Well, yeah, but you get what I'm trying to say, though.
No, I know exactly what you're saying.
But the thing is, now everybody has to suffer. Even the low-income person, such as myself, have to suffer because we can't pay our own things, or we're getting less money. Like, just as a for instance, I'm only getting fucking $200 a month in Social Security. What in the hell am I supposed to do with $200 a month? Am I supposed to sit there and take $200 a month and literally wipe my, what with it? No. And quite frankly, the federal government, and I hate to be political for a moment, and I do apologize to you, Bruce, ahead of time.
Sorry.
But I have to bring the federal government into this right now, because the federal government doesn't give a fuck about anybody. They don't give a fuck about anybody in terms of the low-income people, because if they did, the low-income people would have gotten another check by now or something to help them out. Instead, what has the low-income people have gotten so far? Nothing. Oh, actually, I correct myself. They did have the student loan and everything. What do you call it? President Biden did pass student loan forgiveness. Okay.
But that only works if you're in college. That doesn't help out other people.
That's the point. I was just gonna get to that. I was just gonna get to that, Boost. And you're right. And you're absolutely right. Yes. Is that a good thing? Absolutely it is. No doubt. No doubt. It is a good thing.
Horizon Arcade will begin soon.
But there again, and I'm just about to bring up your point, Boost. What about those people that sit there and don't have college fees to pay, or don't go to college in general? What are they supposed to do? They got other bills they got to pay, such as medical bills, credit card debt, and credit card debt that they can't pay because they don't have the money to fucking pay it. What are they supposed to do? Look at the four walls and say, well, I guess the credit card bill's not getting paid again. And the federal government doesn't care about that. They don't care about that whatsoever.
But the next Horizon Arcade event
They just
will
don't
begin.
care about it.
Enjoy.
And it's so fucking ridiculous how they get away with it. What doesn't make any sense to me is, you know, how the hell, you know, they can sit there and say, oh yeah, this makes a whole lot of sense. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So you mean to tell me if I don't have college debt, which thank God I'm home because I never went to college, although shame on me, maybe I should have, but still, that's not the point. I didn't go to college, so I don't have college debt. But that doesn't mean I don't have other debts. I could have medical debt. I could have, you know, fucking, you know, credit card debt or whatever. And I can't pay it off because of the simple fact I don't have the fucking money to pay it off. And the government just takes a look at that and they say, oh, well, sorry, nothing we can do. Nothing you could do. But you promised all these people and everything, oh yeah, we're gonna take care of this for you, we're gonna take care of that for you, we're gonna take care of this for you, we're gonna take care of all this shit for you. Well, I don't see anything happening.
The next
And that's
Horizon
why I don't
Arcade event will
understand, because
begin.
even when I worked at
Enjoy.
my cheesecake factory and when I worked at the, what do you call it, the warehouse job, every single employee looked at me and they go, oh baby, you're just a young kid, you need to go to college. And I'm sitting there looking at them and I'm like, how old do you think I am? I went to college 3 times. I left one because I did most of it in high school. But
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sitting here and I'm just like, what do I need to go to college for? Half these jobs say you need a college degree, and I'm like, it depends on what it is. And second, people will just need jobs in general, and they're like, well, how well is your education? And I'm like, as long as you get a high school diploma or a GED, you should be fine. Now, unless if you're going into teaching, then yes, you're going to need certification for that, because you gotta learn on how to teach other people.
Or if you're going for something like a, let's say like a train conductor or something. You got,
I don't think so.
you gotta, yeah, no, you gotta go to college for that. It requires 2 years.
College for what, though? That's what I don't understand. Like, what would your degree be?
I really, I don't know. Like, you know, that's the thing. Like, I really don't know and everything. But I was speaking to an NJ transit conductor and everything here in New Jersey here, and you know, I asked him. I said, what would I need to do if I wanted to become a conductor someday? And he said, you would have to go to college for 2 years. I said, you're serious? 2 years for college? He goes, yep. And, you know, he obviously, you got to be good at math and everything. You got to be good at everything, all this other crap and everything else. You know. And I think he said you also got to get a law degree, too.
I don't think you need a law degree for train conductor.
Well, because of the fact that you deal with, you know, if you deal with a criminal act and stuff and everything, you got to be able to deal with it.
Well, guys, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, I mean, I know what you're thinking, Boost, and honestly, I do agree with you. You know, I mean, it's ridiculous what you got to do nowadays. But the fact of the matter is that you have to. And, you know, now, obviously, if you're going for that profession, now, obviously, if you're not going for that profession, obviously, you don't need to, because you're not going for that profession.
Right.
You know, but now, if you want to just work in a normal convenience store and everything, yeah, you got a high school diploma, you're good to go. You know? You don't need that stuff and everything. Or if you want to become like a police officer or something, you know, that's, you know, police officer, you gotta go to college. You know, I mean,
degree.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Technically, you can go work for law enforcement even without being a police officer. You
Yeah,
can get hired for dispatch as long as you have your high school or GED.
yeah, you're right.
Obviously, you're gonna have to do a background check.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt about it. You know, but that's like, you know, the thing about it is like you know, like a lot of these people don't realize, you know, like you need these certain, you know, you need these certain degrees for certain things. But like if I'm gonna be like a store clerk or something, what the hell do I need to go to college for? So I can say, hey, I got a diploma, guys. Can you hire me as a clerk? The guy's gonna sit there, the boss is gonna sit there, look at you and be like, yeah, sure, but I would have hired you without the diploma, though. You know, I mean, it's, you know, and it's like, you know, like a lot of people tell you, like nowadays, everything, like I'm 27 years old, Boost. I still have people to this day. I still have people to this day that tell me, oh, you should go get your college degree. Go get your college degree.
Dude,
And it's like,
I'm 25 and I still get that to this day, whether I'm out in public or if I just go to the store to go get a case of beer or, you know, like a $2.50 candy bar. They look at me and they're like, oh, you should go off to college. And I'm like, been there, done that, spent $300,000, don't need that. No, thank you.
and it's basically, you know, and I basically say to him, you know, in my case, I say to him, I say, look, I have a disability. I have cerebral palsy. I have ADHD, which is attention deficit hypertension disorder. I have autism. I have the mind of a 7-year-old. How in the world am I going to sit there and go to college and everything? What the hell am I going to go to college for?
Well, that's not even just that, too. You got people that will sit there and be like, everything you learned in college, forget that. I'll teach you the correct thing. And it's like, then why did I have to go to college to begin with?
Exactly. It's like, you know, if you go to a job, the person is going to sit there and tell you, hey, I know how to teach you better than college. Okay. If you know how to teach me better than college, then go ahead. You know? I mean, that's all there is to it. Like, there's no reason for somebody to go to college. And honestly, the way I look at it, it should be in general, like there shouldn't be places that require it. Like, there should be a choice and everything that, you know, that says, like, you know, do you want to join? I mean, do you want to go to college? And if you say no, then that should be the end of it. Like, end of story.
Right.
Like,
Well,
did you...
and this is what I don't understand, Super. Sorry I cut you off. But, you
Yeah.
know, we're sitting here, we're talking about college and this and that. I watched a video not too long ago. I have teacher YouTubers that I watched just because I got bored one day and they were popping off on my YouTube feed. I was like, alright, well, let's go ahead and check this out, you know, see what's going on. I watched this one video. This one lady tells her son that right after high school, he's gonna go off to college because you can't get anywhere in life without a college degree. And she sat there and typed it out to my teacher YouTuber, and she goes, am I a bad apple? It's just one of the things that the YouTuber does. And I'm sitting there reading the story, because I can also see it on my phone too, of where she submitted it, because I get notifications like that off my phone a lot. And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, well, what if your son or daughter, what if they don't want to go to college? What if they have other plans?
Now see, okay. Now see, I'm actually gonna answer that question, and I know it's probably like one of those. It's probably like an old question that you got like a long time ago. I'm gonna answer that question now. The thing is, you know, you say like, oh, my son's gonna go to college, or my daughter's gonna go to college after this. But the thing is, it's not your decision whether somebody wants to go to college or not. It's the person's decision. That's your son or daughter's decision. Now, to answer the question are you a bad apple because, you know, you want your son to go to college? No. No. The way I look at it, no, you're not. But you're bad in the fact that you're forcing him to do it.
Right.
You're not bad in the fact of saying, hey, I want you to get a good education. No, you're good. As a matter of fact, you're good at that. That's good that you want your son or daughter to get a good education. Absolutely. But to sit there and tell somebody, oh, you're going to college, end of story. No, you don't sit there and tell somebody that you're going to college. That's on them if they want to go to college or not. That's not for you to decide. You know, and that's where a lot of parents get their facts wrong and everything. It's like, well, hey, I'm the parent, I'm the father or mother, and if I tell my son he has to go to college, he's gonna go. No, that's not how it goes, buddy. If your son or daughter tells you, hey, I don't want to go to college, they don't have to go to college, end of story. I don't care if they live in your house, I don't care if they live under your roof. I don't care. That makes no difference to me whatsoever. You're not going to sit there and tell me where I need to go. If I sit there and if I tell you, like, or if I tell, you know, like if I tell my parent, like if I tell my father, hey, I'm going to college, I'm going to college. And if I tell my father, no, I'm not going to college, end of story. Period. You know, and I mean, that's, you know, and that's the problem that a lot of parents have nowadays, especially ones that are teachers. You know, in your case, you got a, you know, comment from the teacher and everything that's on YouTube and everything. You know, even teachers, you know, that have kids, you know, they sit there and they say, hey, you're going to college. Listen, mom or dad, I don't care if you're a teacher. That's my decision to make, not yours. I understand I live under your roof. I understand you pay my bills for me. I understand you do all these things for me. I get it. But you're not going to sit there and tell me that I have to sit there and go somewhere that I don't want to go.
Right.
You know, and that's something that they just don't understand. And then...
And the teacher YouTuber that I watched, she doesn't have any kids. She fully admitted it, but then she put her input. And I was like, it's honestly up to the child's discretion if they want to go to college. Now,
yeah.
If they don't want to, I think some parents, I'm not saying for all parents, but, you know, if a child doesn't want to go to college, that's up to them. The only thing that they ask of you is if you can kind of guide them, lead them, and accept them for their choices.
Now, obviously, like obviously, do you want your kid to go to school? Yes, absolutely, obviously. And that's the thing with me. Like, I had no problem going to school. Now, granted, there was some days I didn't want to go. I'm not gonna lie, but did I go? Yeah, because I knew it had to be done. Like, you know, I sat there, I went to middle school, I went to, you know, freaking, you know, kindergarten and stuff and everything. I went to first grade, third, you know, second, third, etc., and I went through high school. Got my education, you know, passed and everything with flying colors and everything, got my diploma and everything. I was good to go at that point. And you know what my father said to me? He goes, do you want to go to college? And I said no, because to be honest, I don't feel like I need to because of these disabilities I have. I'm not going to be able to work. And you know what he said? Okay, end of story then. You know, like, did he want me to go? Yeah. But he said, hey, it's your decision. And that's honestly the way that parents should be. If you ask your kid and everything, hey, do you want to go to college, and he or she says no, end the conversation there.
Pretty much. I mean...
or if you want to say another thing, hey, okay, I respect your decision and everything. I prefer you go, but I respect your decision.
I mean, when I call them colleges, but they weren't really colleges. They were just like another form of school.
Yeah, education, basically.
Pretty much. But, you know, my experience sucked just because of what I got, you know, dealt with and things like that. You know.
Yeah.
But, I mean, after high school, I basically just looked over at my mom and I was like, I want to go into college just so that way I can, you know, freshen up on my, my automotive skills. And she sat there and she knew that I was going to struggle, but she's like, okay, it's your choice if that's what you want to do. I'll, you know, I will do everything I can to make sure that, you know, you're there and that you're there on time. But she's all like, if that's what you want to do, then, you know, by all means, go ahead and go. If I can find the right stupid thing here.
The point being is that she supported you every step of the way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever decision you made, she was like, well, I disagree with that decision, but it is your decision. Like, even if she did disagree with it, she was like, okay, but if that's your decision, then I support you.
Right.
And that's the way a parent should be. You know, a parent should be willing to say, okay, I want you to go to college, but obviously you don't want to. So, I respectfully disagree with your decision, but I support you.
Right. Well, and that's the thing too, is the fact of like when I went, you know, I called her just about almost every day, letting her know of like, hey. Oh wait, hang on a second.
Okay.
You know, I called her, you know, pretty much every day when I was like, hey, you know, how you doing? Blah 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 blah, and stuff like that, and she was okay with it. Like, it made her happy.
Yeah, because you were sitting there, you know, you were calling her, you know, checking up on her and everything. And just being a good son.
Can I...
You know, and that's the thing, like, you know, like you know, there again, me having the mind of a 7-year-old, you know, and I hate to be disgusting here for a moment, and I apologize to every viewer out there ahead of time. You know, I have the mind of a 7-year-old. I do things that a person should not do. You know, like, you know, smelling sock feet or something. I mean, I have the mind of a 7-year-old. What? You know, that's something a person my age shouldn't be doing. But yet I do it. Am I proud of it? No. I'm not proud of it. But it's something I can't control. Hence the reason why I get disability. Also because of my cerebral palsy. But, you know, the thing about it is, what's the point of me going to college, knowing those facts and everything about me and everything? What can I do? You know, I mean, that's, you know, it is what it is. And there's other people out there who have disabilities, such as myself, that can't work. And you just destroy somebody's fruit stand. How the hell are they supposed to work, buddy? You just destroyed the freaking fruit stand. How are they supposed to work? How are they supposed to make? How are they supposed?
This is my drift vehicle.
But how are they supposed to? How's a person supposed to make business?
Man, still no barn finds?
Oh my god, there's a person named Hot Wheels on here?
No.
What the frick?
That's the, what do you call it? That's a DLC that I unfortunately don't have, just simply because I would have to buy it. And
Welcome to drifting.
And luckily I paid for my membership, though it was $2 more.
Right.
It's supposed to be $15 a month, and it's $16.99.
Oh, that's not bad. But yeah, you know, honestly, you know, like I say, I honestly believe the point, plain and simple, that if a person wants to go to college, they'll go to college. If they don't, then they won't. And that's all there is to it.
The TV show that I watch, Street Outlaws, they have the No Prep series, and
Yeah.
there's a YouTuber that sits there and films himself at the drag strip, but he's not just sitting there filming himself, he's filming his car, filming his runs, and things like that, because that's his job. He's a professional, basically, like, No Prep Kings NHR drag racer. And he's got fans that range from a baby all the way up to about, 18 to, elderly. And he goes, any one of my fans is allowed to sit in my car. We'll put the steering wheel on, and then we'll show them what button to start the engine. That's what he just does to give back to the fans, because they're out spending their hard-earned cash on his merch to be able to support the racing.
And to watch him as well.
Mm-hmm. And his crew chief deals with a lot of younger kids, and the moms and dads, they're all excited because they get to see the smile on their kid's face. And the crew chief looks at the kid and he goes, so you like being inside of a race car, huh? They're like, yes, sir. They're like, you know how you get behind one of these things? They're like, what? They're like, if you can get your education and you get your high school diploma, you can come race with us one of these days. Because the key in success in life is getting your high school and always doing good in school.
And that's, and I mean, words could have been truly spoken enough. You know, honestly, I mean, what the fuck are you doing there, buddy?
Oh, I crashed into a pillar.
What the hell? But yeah, no, you know, true words could have never been spoken, honestly. You know, as long as you get a high school diploma, in my opinion, you're good as gold. You know, the fact that the matter is, you got your diploma, you got your high school diploma, you went through all the years of schooling that you're required to do so.
Well, and I even asked one of my high school teachers before I graduated. It was like a year or two that I had left, and I looked at him and I go, you have your own business, right? He goes, yeah. I was like, I want to be able to run my own company. How do I do that? And he goes, well, other than what you're trying to do in marketing, you know, he got his business associates degree. And I looked at him and I go, do I really need that to have a successful business? He goes, no, but it's nice to have.
Yep.
Yeah, you go on to YouTube and you look up Shark Tank. There's kids that are not even in, like, high school yet. And they're sitting there running their own company, they know their numbers, and they know stuff that it took the people
that
at
all
Shark.
the person couldn't even know.
Yeah, it took them until they're in their 20s to know, and yet here's this 15-year-old knows exactly what he's talking about and runs his own company.
Yeah, like he just comes in and he goes, oh, I make such and such a week, or excuse me, not a week. I make I make an X amount of dollars a day selling this product. I make X amount of dollars a week selling this product. And the Shark Tank members just look at him and they're like, how the hell does a kid hit this age know this much knowledge? And they end up sitting there, and most of them, some of them are like, oh no, this is impossible for them to know this and everything. But some of them are like, hey, you know what? You got a good opportunity here. Let's see if I can cut a deal with you.
And they end up parents just end up letting the kids do all the talking. They're like, nope, this is my son's company, and the only thing I'm here for, other than driving him back and forth, is to support him.
That's all there is to it, like moral support and everything. That's it. And all of a sudden, the Shark Tank member goes, okay, I want 40% of the company. And all of a sudden the kid goes, deal. Why not? And then everything, and here the kid to this day now is freaking making millions upon millions of dollars a year now. Didn't even get a college degree, didn't even get a high school diploma, but yet he's making these dollars to this day. And it's like, how the hell can a person make that type of money or make that type of bank just from a little bit of knowledge? Just from a little bit of knowledge. But that's how it goes and everything, though. I mean, sometimes that's just how it works out. You have all these kids that have knowledge of that stuff and everything. Either because they listen to their parents and everything of what they've been doing, or they listen to some other thing or whatever. They listen to some other products or some other shows and stuff and everything. And the weird thing about that is, right, they sit there and they say, oh, TV is so bad for a kid. Kids should not be watching TV all the time and everything. It's really bad for them.
You're in charge of what your kid watches. So...
But here's the point I'm going to make, though. I hate to cut you off again. But here's the thing. Yes and no. Yes, because of the fact that if you're sitting there letting your kid watch cartoons 24/7, yeah, okay. No, in the fact because if your kid watches something sensible, like money-making tips or whatever, hey, that kid can pick up a lot of stuff and everything and be like, hey, Mom, I learned how to file taxes. I learned how to do this. I learned how to do that. Just from watching a TV show. And then when they come up with an idea, they're like, huh, maybe I can make this product for such and such reason, and let's see if I can patent it. And all of a sudden, you go to a place like Shark Tank, now you're making millions upon millions of dollars a year now, all because of a simple idea and something that you watched on television. Or something that you read in a magazine. Or something that you look somewhere else and everything. You're like, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a freaking, a TV. It could be a magazine, or it could be a newspaper, or something that you just listen off the news. And people have these ways of freaking making up these things. And then it's like, oh, hey, Mom, guess what? I got an idea for a product, and who knows, maybe this could be a thing someday. Hey, I just found a way to cure cancer. And hopefully that does happen someday. But you just think about it. A kid could do that someday. And say, hey, I found a new product that can cure cancer within a matter of months. Or something, or, actually to go a bit less deeper than that, but oh, I found a way for people to grow hair. For people that are bald and everything that want to grow their hair back. I got a product here that can do that. And it works and all of a sudden that person is making bank every single year because of it. I mean, the way I look at it, if you can do that, you're gold, my friend. You know, in that particular case, you don't need an education because you got everything done already. You know, I mean, that's, you know, hell, let me tell you something. If I get this Wi-Fi working, and this Wi-Fi works the way that I hope it will, and I start doing live streams on YouTube, hey, I'll gain watch hours. I'll gain watch hours and everything, and it just depends on who's gonna, you know, who's gonna watch the stream. And who knows, maybe I'll gain more subscribers doing that. And if I do that and everything, and I get to 1,000 subscribers someday, I can start making bank myself.
Yeah.
Just like anybody else on there who's on YouTube can do so as well. And that's why I'm hoping.
And that's why, like, just in general, since we're speaking all about this, you know, part of it's like you gotta find a new and best thing, but the other part of it's just like keeping up with the channel.
True.
I mean, the last stream that I did literally got 12 views. So.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, as a YouTuber once said, as a famous YouTuber once said, you're not gonna you're not gonna see like 100,000 views or whatever in all your videos, even if you get that high and everything. You're not gonna see that. You know, you could end up seeing, as you said, 12 views on one of your videos. You could end up seeing 50 views on another video. You could end up seeing 100 views on another video. And then one of those videos and everything that a person really likes, you could end up getting 10,000 views. It all depends on how if you keep up on the channel. And now, since I got this, maybe I'm gonna get this new Wi-Fi. You know, hopefully, depending on what I need to do for it. If I can get this new Wi-Fi, I can live stream. I can, record videos inside my room without having to worry about going outside and doing it. Cause if I'm inside, I'm connected to, I can turn the Wi-Fi off and everything when I play the game, obviously. And then after I get done recording, boom, upload it right to YouTube with the Wi-Fi. And I won't have to worry about it. Because I can do a video every single day at that point. And as long as you start to put the time and effort into it, you'll start to get that, get that bank or whatever. That's what I'm saying. I hope and everything that this Thursday, when this guy comes, he tells me and everything, hey, I can put it in right then and there or whatever, which probably won't happen, but, he could probably tell me, hey, next Wednesday or whatever, I'll put it in for you. And I can get this thing put in, set the password on it, boom, there's my Wi-Fi. And I'm set to go.
Oh, nice. I got another wheel spin.
You called me yesterday at 9:53 p.m.?
Huh?
You called me yesterday on Discord at 9:53 p.m.?
It wasn't Discord, it was Facebook.
Was that 9:53 p.m.?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It was on accident because I was trying to download something, and what do you call it? My PC. I thought my PC struck a virus because the website that I went to said it was suspicious activity.
Oh, okay.
And then I messaged a family friend, but then they told me that my PC is fine because I ran diagnostics. Like, I sat here all night while playing Mons Bonzu. Running diagnostics and everything, and it said that my computer is fine. Well, now ever since that happened, I constantly get the pop-up saying, your thing has got a suspicious virus. It's dangerous to your PC. I run a diagnostic and it's fine.
Yeah, I get those things on my phone a lot too. They say like, oh, and I'm gonna say this on the stream, and I don't really give a shit. Like, for instance, if I watch porn, yes, folks, I do watch porn. I'm a normal human being just like anybody else. You know, if I watch like adult pornography, I'll get things like I'll get like random pop-ups that say like, "Oh, you're watching child pornography," and it's like, no, I am not. Like, I am not watching that shit and everything. How the frick is this coming up saying that I am? Like, I'll be watching adult porn, like 21 and over, and yet I get friggin' things on my phone saying, "Oh, you're watching child pornography and everything. You downloaded child pornography." No, I did not. No, I did not, nor will I ever will. You know, and it's like, and then you also get the viruses also, like if you're watching pornography, and you get things like, oh, you need to clean your Android phone now and everything, otherwise this virus will damage your phone. And it's like, no, it won't, because there ain't no virus.
Well, they did not come out with the Florida map, and they was on Twitch the other night, and I got mad because this guy is going all the way to Florida from Arizona, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, where'd you find this mod? So I YouTubed it, I went to the link, and then that's when it told me, oh, you have a virus. And then I messaged a family friend, and I explained them that, like, I basically went on like a full-on paragraph and explained the whole situation. They're like, well, from what you're telling me, it seems like your PC is fine. And I even went to the help thing, and before I didn't even say anything else to him, he goes, well, your PC fixes itself automatically because I got support on here.
Yeah.
So even if it were to happen, my PC would have caught it, and then it would have been fixed.
Yeah, right.
You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna put a VTF in here. Twin turbo it. By install.
Hey guys. By the way, guys, I hope you are just. Yeah. Okay. I hope you are destroying the stream so far. Yeah, that's really good English. I hope you are enjoying this stream so far, is what I meant to say. Wow. I hope you are destroying the stream so far. Wow. Yeah, that's, yeah. I thought Bruce was bad when it came to speaking. No disrespect to you, Boost. No disrespect to you. What I meant to say was, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. And if you guys are, be sure to leave a like in the video down below. Be sure to like and subscribe too and everything if you haven't done so yet.
Need to shed some weight. This thing is so top heavy.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Street, sport, semi-slick.
Treetops going through the night.
Drift compound, rally compound.
So we are actually close to. Let's see. The thing was counting. We're over. We're over an hour at this point. I don't know why the thing isn't counting for some reason. The thing is not counting for some reason.
No, YouTube is having issues itself because I got the notification or something that it timed out.
Oh, okay.
Something
Oh, let's see. I could take a look for you real quick here. Oh. Okay. Is that my media? Okay, my media is down. Okay, good. I'm just gonna take a look at the stream real quick, guys. And see how long the stream has been going for so far. So that way I can let Boost know. So the stream has been going for an hour and 36 minutes.
Well, it's not too bad.
Yep. I also listened to Silverchair's Pure Massacre while killing millions of ants with poison today.
Who said that?
That was Hand of Seeds.
I didn't even get the notification that he actually said anything in the stream.
I save all my scotch bottles corks. I have in my head they gotta help me fish in the apocalypse.
Sorry, guys. Hey, Junior. Hey, the 4-year-old cross filter. Hey, Hands of Seeds.
Kitano L says hi.
Hi. Yeah, my stupid... So I had the stream pulled up on my phone, right?
Yay.
And, like, it timed out, so I restarted the live chat, and then none of the comments pulled up. I'm so sorry, guys.
Well, I just saw it now, so I'm gonna leave my chat up here and everything, so that way people can, you know, or, sorry, so that way I can see it and everything in case any more come in.
Yeah,
The last one here, the seed said was, I save all my scotch bottle corks I have in my head they're gonna help me fish in the apocalypse. Which makes no sense to me whatsoever.
well, because the whole time I've been live streaming, I was waiting for comments, and then nothing popped up, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Well, I just noticed them now when I was in the live stream, when I went to the stream itself.
Let's see. $105,000.
What the fuck?
Camaro ZL1 2018 Chevrolet. Well, I understand why it's a rare edition.
The corks float like a bobber. Okay, do you have any idea what Hand Disease is talking about here?
I have no clue, my friend.
I'm sorry, these comments are making absolutely no sense to me right now. Hand of Seeds, can you speak English so that way I can understand what you're saying?
He's talking about the wine bottle coolers. Like the lids to the wine bottles. That's what he means by that.
But what does the apocalypse have to do with anything? I don't know. Well, I mean, if you want to reuse something and everything, yeah, I guess the cork would be a good bobber, yeah. That makes sense. I can sort of see what he's saying there.
B12, B12, B10. Then I guess we'll just go with the naturally aspirated engine. I thought they... Oh. I thought they had a bigger V8.
Damn! Nice turn there, Boost. California banning all gas engine vehicles by 2030.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, I mean, it doesn't make sense of what they're doing, but behind the scenes, I can understand that comment at least. Yeah, that's true. That's what California is planning on doing. And then, of course, after that, all the other states will join forward after that. Damn, what is bumper cars? I can make a boogie talk. You grab it, squeeze it, and make it talk. Okay, is that is that a Jeff Dunham? Is it a Jeff Dunham? What do they call it? Reference?
I
Peanut.
have no clue.
Jeff Dunham. I get fucking picked. Your nose. You're a ventriloquist. Make a talk. Give it the French accent. Hi, I'm the one that come out of your nose. I think that's what he's referencing there and everything. Oh, I've never seen anybody make a Jeff Dunham reference in this in these streams. No, try it sometimes. Grab a booger and wiggle it back and forth and it starts talking to you. Okay, Moose, what the hell's going on here?
And succeeds being a comedian.
Like, what the frick? Although I gotta be honest, that's kind of sick and everything, and also very disgusting. And by the way, hands and seeds, thank you for making me lose my dinner. I mean, what are you gonna say next? Grab your... No, you know what? I'm never gonna go there. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm just gonna shut up right now. I'm not even gonna go there. Hey! What's up, Dale?
Hey, Dale.
Welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm in Brown Brogues. What the fuck? Winnie the Pooh has a knife. Follow up. Of course, Dale has to bring the Winnie the Pooh reference into the stream, right?
Well, it is Halloween month.
Yeah, yep. What do you call a fake spaghetti? An imposter. A put-on-tish. Oh, good one, hand to seeds. Oh, bravo. Dale and his wise cracks. Of course, then again, I guess I have to learn to expect it. I did 5 videos right there on my camera. Holy shit! That's not bad, Dale.
This week, I just planned on doing nothing but live streams because I'm gonna be going out of town Friday.
I mean, it only makes sense, buddy.
Just easier.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you do a live stream, you get done, you put it right up. That's it, end the story, right? Well, obviously, you gotta edit out, you know, all the stuff that you don't like and everything, but you know, then you put it up.
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
How do I feel the challenge? I literally go straight. Oh, under 19... How do you expect me to go there in under 19 seconds?
I guess I'm about to see it on YouTube here soon. Because consider the fact that YouTube is lagging behind.
This is the Horizon Festival van too. Hey, thank you to the 4 people that joined. Do appreciate it.
Sure to like and everything down below too, folks, and everything if you haven't done so yet. Share the stream if you wish.
In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
Well, I don't know how you expect me to complete that, but okay. Stupid phone turns on the blue light filter. No. I'm trying to race the person in front of me. Not that. Well, where's the other one that I built? There it is. Oh. Okay then.
Don't mind me, folks. I'm just doing some random shit.
Oh. I did not know that. I'm gonna try and see if I can swap out the gear ratio on this thing.
Well, always remember, Boost. Only you can prevent forest fires.
Well, it does 193 in third gear. I didn't know that.
Will it be a 9-hour or 10-hour stream?
I don't know if I'll do that again, Dale. My background check went through, so I'm gonna have to get on a good sleep instead, schedule a bit of work again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie and everything. Honestly, I'm not up for that at all.
I'm going out of town this weekend, so I don't plan on doing a 9 to 10 hour stream. I'm still waiting for Dale to do his 5-hour stream.
Yeah, right? What about your 5-hour stream, Dale?
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy different cars and upgrade them. 'Cause why not? Dang it.
It won't happen.
I'm tempted to buy this Audi because I don't own an Audi yet. But I think I'll save on that.
Dale says it won't happen.
Well, I know when I start work, I'll only do a couple hours until I can get the hang of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
The only thing is that I'm gonna be working downtown.
Yeah.
Let's see. How much is this thing? Oh, 50,000. I have $292,331. Well, basically credits. Let's see. 500,000. Oh. I don't think I've done a Crown Vic. Let's see. Well, there's NYPD.
Okay, folks, but what he means by that, by he hasn't done a Crown Vic, that means he's actually gonna make the Crown Vic bend over and he's actually gonna hump the Crown Vic. No more kidding. I apologize, Bruce. apologize for that, bud. That was bad.
You gotta get yourself some free entertainment.
Free entertainment. Look at me! I'm actually humping my cart and hold it again.
Upgrades, custom upgrades. Body kit. Bumper.
Oh, Lele. What the hell was that? What the hell was that?
I was about to put a wing on a Crown Vic and it was gonna look disgusting.
That was one of the weirdest things I've ever heard you make in my life.
V8, another V8. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it.
Watch out, folks. It says he's gonna do it.
No, I just slapped a V10 2007 Crown Vic.
My man went somewhere else. I thought you said you were gonna make the car bend over and you would have given it to him real good. No, I'm only kidding. I know, folks. I admit it. I'm a sick fuck. I'm not gonna lie.
Street, sport, drift, roll bars, this one, this.
Excuse me.
Oh, wait, no. Not gonna do any of that, so did all that. Whoops. Back out of that. This is probably gonna be 100 grand.
Wait, you know what, Hand Seeds? I got a good joke for you and everything since you want to go with the pasta thing. What do you call pasta? Oh, excuse me. What do you call Mexican pasta that's firm to the touch?
I have no clue.
El Jefe. You get it instead of al dente, it's al. Never mind. No, I know that was bad.
Conversion. All-wheel drive to make it a class.
Oh, excuse me.
Alright. 82,151. Install setup. I thought by gutting it, it'll make it go quicker. Guess not. But, let's see what this thing can do. Let's see. Oh. thought I can have the lights and siren go off, but I guess I can't.
I feel like singing something.
Oh. I thought I put some gears in there. What's in it? So definitely not the fast. Oh, I mean, it was fast, but it's not 200 miles an hour fast.
Hey, you know what? You're past the 2-hour mark now. Now I can sing without you getting copyrighted now. So what would you say and everything to try to give a little bit more entertainment?
I mean, we can. I was gonna end the stream here soon.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
So.
Nice spin of Rooney you did there with the sheriff car.
It's not too bad. I just wish you can actually get the siren to work.
I like the way the squad car looks though and everything though.
It's not too bad. Just imagine this car in American Truck Sim. Getting the police escort.
Oh, damn it. Well, I think you'll definitely drive better than the other guys.
Alrighty guys, if you guys did enjoy this live stream, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. I do appreciate those of you that have joined.
ZY1K says yo.
Hello. But this is going to be it for tonight's stream. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Do appreciate those of you that have stopped by. Need to do something. There we go. Thank you guys so much for joining. Do appreciate it. If you guys do like this stuff, let me know down below in the comments. Check my description of last live stream, guys. I did put some links in there for you guys. This live stream probably still has it. No, it doesn't. But there are some YouTubers that you should go check out, like Stu's Gaming Obsession. Yeah. And you also have It's Still Start. As always, super jamming, bro. Junior. Thank you guys all so much.